know, those days where you're just like, this is what's happening today and we're not gonna try harder, and it is what it is. Welcome back to the vlog, you guys. I have missed you, even though I literally uploaded like an hour ago. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's been so long since I've talked to them. But today is Wednesday and woke up early this morning because I took my car into the shop, and hopefully today I will find out after they do some tests on it what was wrong with it, and we'll see about what that repair is looking like. I'm really hoping for the best. I talked about that in my last vlog, along with just like a chat about expenses and stress and things around money, and just like an honest money chat. So if you missed that, I will link that vlog up here as a card. But thank you to you guys who are just like we're rooting for each other. You know what I mean? I think, not to like go off on a weird tangent, but there's just like a culture right now of hating on people online, and like the word influencer, I feel like has never been so hated. I've never really identified with that word because I started my channel, how many years ago was it? At 14 or 15? 14. Sometimes I think it's 15 and I'm like, oh my God, literally more than half my life. But I started on YouTube in 2010. I feel like the word influencer didn't come about till like 2015. I don't quite remember, but I don't feel like people started saying that until like 5 years into me making content. So I've really just never identified with that because I never knew what an influencer was when I decided to make videos. Not saying that people wouldn't say I was, but you know what I mean? I just like don't identify with it. I feel like I'm a YouTuber. I've been a YouTuber for 14 years and you guys know me as just like somebody who shares their life and vlogs, and not that I have a problem with people thinking about me as an influencer, but back to my original point, I think with TikTok comments, a lot of the times they can be like really nasty to people that we don't know, and I think a lot of times people are kind of like projecting their own stuff onto other people. I guess I'm just trying to say I really appreciate that, like I feel like almost all of you guys have the energy and attitude of we support each other. This is a supportive place. Like we can be happy for the other doing great things, and we can also understand and empathize and support the other, like me to you and you to me, when we're talking about something that's hard or something that's challenging or stressful or difficult. And I just feel very lucky to have that specifically on YouTube. And I just wanted to thank you guys for just being that type of viewers, because I feel like I don't do that enough. Just like really thank you guys for just being so like loyal and kind and supportive, and that really goes such a long way for me and brightens my day a lot to read. But today is Wednesday, and this vlog I would like to get a couple more like little things done. I would love to organize a little bit more in the kitchen and organize in my bathroom with you guys. I think that could be kind of fun to share with you guys. I also want to get in a little workout, walk on the walking pad, which I've been using so much because I haven't been going out to workout classes. I've just been budgeting right now. You guys know I've talked about that a lot. So I'm not really spending my money on my Pilates classes currently. I am still doing Orange Theory, but I just haven't been driving, so I haven't been going. So we're gonna get in a little home workout today. I wanna do some laundry. I want to hopefully start packing my suitcase. I at least wanna get my suitcase out. We're leaving on Saturday to go to Alberta. We're going to Banff and we're going to Jasper, and I'm so excited. We're gonna be gone for like 8 days. We're also going to Seattle, but only for 1 day. So I'm very excited, and I need to fit all of my stuff in a carry-on, which I'm a little bit like, that's gonna be a bit of a challenge for me, but I'm just going to try to be very picky with what I'm bringing on this trip, and hopefully it'll work out. It's Wednesday and I have been trying to stick to my laundry schedule recently of doing our laundry on Wednesdays and Saturdays. I find that it's really been working out to divide it in that way. So I'm gonna put some laundry in. We don't have a ton here, but this will probably be the last time I do laundry before our trip. So I want to get this stuff washed, dried, and put away. That's something I should do today with you guys, is I already have a basket that I'm staring at right now. So put away our laundry so that we have all of our clothes visible and clean to pack with us. the simple things in life, guys, like having a hose. I've never really had my own hose before. It's just been lovely. These are kind of just sitting on the ground because we have flower boxes. Oh, it actually is raining, I think. We had flower boxes on the balcony before and I don't know what to do with them, but I didn't want to just let them die. So they've just been sitting over here on the ground. This one is usually out here, like on the fake grass patch, but it's been so hot recently that it's been like, after a single day of watering it, it's been shriveling up again. So I'm trying to keep it more over here in the shade until it's like not 108 degrees. The light is a little strange in the house today because the sun didn't really come out today. It's been so smoky here. We got smoke in from wildfires really early this year. It was like right after the 4th of July. It got so smoky and you can't even really like see the sunsets now. So it's actually pretty dark in the house when the sun isn't out. I have realized, specifically in this area in the dining room. So I feel like maybe we'll figure out some cool lighting options for the winter so it's not like violently depressing the days the sun doesn't come out in the winter. But anyway, I have a little bit of mess in the kitchen and just from cooking breakfast. So I'm gonna do like, hopefully like a 10-minute power clean. There's really not a lot, but just put some dishes in the dishwasher and clean off. Sorry, that's the ice maker. Wanting to make these homemade dog treats for the boys because it's really hot outside, and these are a frozen peanut butter banana dog treat, and you basically just like put them in a little ice cube mold and freeze them. And I hope the dogs like these. I'm sure Cholula will love them, and we'll see if Squirtle likes them. So these do take like 2 hours to rest in the freezer, so I'll show you guys them, of course, when they're finished, and hopefully we can have a little taste test with the boys. This recipe is from a website called Eat the Gains, and I will insert a little photo because they're so cute. I don't have these cute dog bone shaped freezer molds, which makes them so adorable. I wanted to order them, but then I figured, all right, I already have ice cube molds, like some specialty ones. I feel like the dogs aren't gonna care, obviously, like they would be cuter. Mine aren't gonna be in that shape, but these should be pretty easy. They only have 3 ingredients: brown bananas, or spotted bananas, which we have, peanut butter, and coconut oil. So let's do this. First, we need to mash bananas, and it says to do this with a stand mixer if you can, or like a hand mixer. So let me grab that out. It says to use the paddle attachment, so that's what I'm gonna do. I wish I had one of those cool mixers that had the clear bowl. I know they're like, they updated the KitchenAids with that, and it would be so much easier to show you guys for vlogs, but I actually had this. I just realized I've had this for 10 years now, my blue KitchenAid. I used to be like obsessed with this color. Not to go off on a complete tangent, but this was like the color that Megan and I did an accent color with in our first apartment together when we lived together. Well, our only apartment together, but when we lived together in 2014. And this was like our kitchen and yeah, apartment accent color. But she still works great. Might not be my color scheme of like the pantry in the house, but anyway, that was a little tangent. So I need 2 spotted / brown bananas. I've been using these bananas as a decor back there. But one thing about me that y'all might not know, because I like never talk about it, is I'm not a fan of bananas. They give me the ick. Even in smoothies, because bananas are in like every smoothie, I feel like I can just taste it, and it's like a texture and smell thing for me. Also, I like literally don't know how to open a banana because, but okay, let's see. Okay, I know that sounded dumb, but like, how do you get it going? You know what I mean? Like, I've literally never probably opened a banana because I hate the smell of them and they give me the ick. But nothing against people who like them. I know most people like them and they're great for you. So hopefully the dogs like them. Jared really likes them, so that's why we had bananas in the first place. But I figured he wasn't gonna eat all these. There was still 4 left. I do not want this to stink up the house in the trash, so it's going straight in the compost in the freezer. So I'm supposed to mash these. Let's do it. Smells bad, but this is for my sons. Ew, I really don't like the smell. The only other ingredients we need are 3 tablespoons coconut oil and 3 tablespoons peanut butter, which I need to restock our peanut butter. Coconut oil I need to melt, so let's do that. I'm gonna measure this out as best as I can. It really doesn't want to come out? I know what I'll use. This is really hard to get off, so recently, in the last few months, I have discovered the beauty of a skinny spatula. It's actually called like a jar spatula, and this has changed my life. I feel like nobody talks about these. This is like a normal baking spatula, and then this is about half the size. And these are designed to like get the bottom of the jar, like that stuff that you can't reach in like a really tall peanut butter jar or something, or like a can. Like I feel like I can never get out what's at the bottom of canned goods. I will link it down below if anyone's interested. It was very affordable, and legitimately this is my most used kitchen tool. Like every single time I need it, it's in the dishwasher because I've already used it. So I might have to get 2 of these because it is genuinely changed my life. And it's helping me so much to do this because the coconut oil is really soft because it's summer and it doesn't want to come out. It just made my life easier, honestly, and I didn't know they existed. I mean, I just never thought I needed one, you know what I mean? Like a special skinny spatula, but genuinely my most used kitchen tool or like kitchen utensil. All right, this is supposed to be softened, so we're gonna throw it in the microwave for however long. Okay, great, that is softened and going in. And now our peanut butter is supposed to be drippy. I think you can also throw peanut butter in the microwave to make it, not even gonna wash this because this peanut butter is almost gone anyways. It says you wanna make sure your peanut butter is runny so it incorporates well. I feel like the microwave definitely helped, but it's still a little chunky, so I'm just gonna try to like really stir it up before it goes in there. This looks particularly disgusting at the moment, but hopefully the dogs love it. And let's mix it all together. Okay, that looks pretty good. It's pretty creamy. Ice cube molds I have are these rose ones, which have been so fun. I've been loving using these for drinks. They're just from Amazon. They're super affordable. It says one of the instructions is to let your pup lick the bowl. I love that. The boys are gonna love that. All right, I don't want to fill these up all the way, I don't think, because they are really big molds. I feel like Squirtle would not know how to eat this if it was frozen. I'm sure Cholula will have a grand old time with it. So it says to do about a heaping tablespoon into each mold. So this fills them up like not even halfway, but I think that's fine, honestly. This is basically how they look so far, and I am making an unfortunate, yep, just made more of a mess. Okay, we do have a little bit left, but I'm probably just gonna let the boys lick that because I don't really wanna get out another mold. I feel like this is probably good. Pop them into the freezer for 2 to 3 hours to firm up, and then you can defrost them for a minute or 2 if you need to before you give them to them. So I'm not gonna cover these. I just feel like they can go straight in the freezer as is. Set a timer for 2 hours.
2 hours, starting now.
Cholula already knows what I'm up to. All right, I'm gonna let them try some of this mix, so hopefully they'll get excited for what's to come in a few hours, and I will show you guys the finished treats. Okay, treats are being served outside to make it a little fun. Oh my God, Cholula ate it. Cholula ate his in one bite. I'm actually not surprised. Meanwhile, Squirtle is licking it. delicately, and Cholula's wishing he had another one. That's pretty much how it goes over here, you guys. Yes, Gordo. Good boy. A nice frozen treat. I have been putting this off, organizing my kitchen drawers, only because I thought I would end up making like an organize my new kitchen with me TikTok or something. I did one for the pantry. I feel like I can do something for my closet because it's not completely done. And I'm sure I can do more around the house. It's not the end of the world. I just am not gonna film that today because we've already like put everything away in the kitchen. So it's just gonna be like adding these. But I feel like vlogging it is just as good. I got these white drawer dividers. I got a 6-pack, which is amazing, and I actually got 2 of them. So I've already used 3 in here, which I will definitely show you guys the before and the afters. These are great. I will link them down below. They come in different colors. I got the white just because it matches the inside of our drawers, but I used bamboo colored ones at the last house, and I'm hoping I can find somewhere to reuse those in here because they didn't fit in our dresser, which I thought would work really nicely. They were too big. So I hope I'll be able to fit them somewhere in the house. But these make such a difference. Like if I could recommend like 2 kitchen organization products that completely changed the game, drawer dividers would be #1. And even though nobody asked, this is #2, the cabinet shelf divider, so you can fit 2 rows of things. Let's stop chatting and organize these drawers. Okay guys, here is our gigantic drawer. You can see I've already put 2 drawer dividers and they look amazing. They fit so seamlessly in. The white looks beautiful. But over here I got a little confused and started using organizing product and I have such weird shaped things. I feel like I don't know what to do with this stuff, but I think I want all of this stuff to be in this drawer. So I'm just gonna play some music, workshop it, and you guys will see the before and after come to life. I mean, the before is not bad, you know what I mean? We've been functioning with this. It's just a little bit like, it could be better. So let's improve it. Cheers, let's organize. Okay, this is what I've come up with for this drawer. We do still have a little bit of room right here. I brought in some of my drawer organizers, which these really aren't like for the kitchen. They're more for like bathroom, office drawers, things like that. But I find that some of the bigger ones were working to divide my littler items, measuring teaspoons and things like that. So this is what I've come up with. I only used 3 drawer dividers. It's good to have extra room because you never know what other things you're gonna get over the years. So I feel like it is always good to have more room. So that's how this big drawer turned out. This is a better view for you guys. So these are like the littler things that I was talking about, like corn things and tiny little, I will link these drawer organizer bins down below. They're actually really affordable and I've used them in my bathroom, my office drawers, things like that. Okay, let's go through these other drawers. So this top drawer here is obviously a silverware drawer. We expanded it as much as you could in this drawer and I decided to keep this thing even though it's bamboo. I've had this for so many years since living in LA and it's been really great. So of course in a perfect world maybe it would be white, but this is just so functional. So we have obviously our silverware. This is like smaller butter knives, straws. We do have this, which seems weird, like a cheese grater in the back, but I don't know, it just kind of works. Spatula's in here, which yeah, maybe this should be with like more of the utensil stuff, but we needed something to fill out this space, and these are like small that can fit in here and they're really commonly reached for. Same thing with the tongs. I feel like they just make sense in these little spaces that I wanted to, you know, utilize in this drawer. So this doesn't need any drawer I can't speak. Let's open the middle one, and this one is probably the drawer that honestly makes like the least sense. We just had to get super creative with it and put like some smaller appliances in here. I mean, we could have stored that stuff technically over here, but really we had to put the baking dishes in this big one down here and pans for cooking. So we just got a little creative. This is a bagel slicer. Luckily these weren't too tall for the bin. They fit perfectly. However, the cheese grating block was too tall, so that had to be like stored that way. And then these are just our drainers, which also kind of, it's just a random drawer. Like, it's not perfect, but it works and it's using up most of the drawer space. So I might try, I feel like we usually have something else here and I can't remember what it is, but I might try one drawer organizer in here, and if I don't end up loving it, I can always take it out, but just one so these don't slide around. That's like another thing they're really helpful for, is even if you don't need to necessarily have it divided, it helps things stay in place in your drawers. So let's try it for that particular reason at least. Okay, great. So now when we pull this open, and maybe we'll be in a rush, everything won't, you know, skedaddle. This is a baking drawer, which is something I learned at work. I was kind of keeping this stuff in our pantry at the old house because we didn't have room to keep it in the kitchen. But I find that this, again, it just works for us. It's a little bit less reached for stuff other than we use these all the time. And it's just working for now. So I'm not gonna put any drawer dividers in this one because honestly they can't fit. These pie pans are just kind of weird, and like there wouldn't be anywhere to put one. So I feel like this is one of those drawers that hopefully it will get better over time. But if anyone has any better ideas for this drawer, please feel free to let a girl know. But it's nice because it's at the bottom and it just kind of tucks away, and all the baking stuff is together. So I feel like in that sense, well, most of the baking stuff, like the utensils, I showed you some of the utensils, and like the cups I showed you guys are not in here because we use those a lot more often for other things, but I feel like this is working for now. All right, this is a skinny drawer that's right next to the oven. Currently I did our oven mitts, and then this is my iPad that I pretty much only use for recipes because it literally has like no storage on it, and it's from like 6 years ago. So I pretty much only use it for recipes because it's really old. Ooh, these are actually pretty tight in here, I just realized. So I have an idea. I think I might want to switch these with our dish towels and napkins because these just aren't actually fitting really seamlessly in here. I thought that they did before. So let's switch this stuff with this drawer. Okay, these are the last few drawers, the last 3, and they definitely need a little bit of help. I just don't even know what's going on in this drawer. I basically don't know how to store these reusable bags, but I feel like they would be better in our Tupperware drawer, which is below this. So I would love to just get these out of here because they honestly look, I mean, these ones that lie flat look fine, but they look a little strange even though they are food storage, and this stuff is also food storage. So I don't know, at work we probably wouldn't separate that stuff. Napkins that I feel like we can't throw away when we get them from eating out. And then these, I've had these over here, the napkins and cleaning cloths and dish towels, but I just feel like they would be a little bit better in that drawer. So let's switch that stuff really quick. Okay, I feel like those just look better in there than being mixed in another drawer. And both things are still right directly next to the oven, so it makes sense. And these just fit better in here. That looks really nice. These are napkins, these are for cleaning, and these are kitchen towels. We have a few in the wash, so it's good that there's like a little bit of room for the rest. Okay, let's figure out something with this drawer. I do like this. I think it makes sense, and I really don't know what is going on with this stuff, but I feel like this drawer definitely needs some drawer dividers. So let's figure out something a little bit better. I don't really want to put these back in here because again, they were really like tall, and now that I put the drawer divider in, which I think is really helpful because this stuff kind of all goes together, and then napkins slid really nice in the back, and hopefully those won't even always be there. We're just going to use them up. We use them for like bacon grease and stuff. This obviously does not look good here. And then where are people putting skewers? Because we do make skewers a few times a year. I guess I could put these in the pantry. Like, it doesn't need to be in a basket. It doesn't need to be something that is like in our top drawer by any means. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that out, and maybe we could fit something else that makes more sense next to this stuff here. I'm not sure what as of now, but we need to go to the Tupperware drawer because that is the one that needs the most help. So for now, it is what it is. At least it's like nicely divided in 3 sections. Okay, this drawer needs the most help of all. You guys will see. It's just a clusterfuck, basically. This is the, I just added this stuff in the bags because I feel like they should be in here, but this is basically Tupperware and food storage. This is going to be so satisfying for me. I've been waiting to get into this drawer, so let's do it. Okay, it's not perfect, but it is a lot better than it was, and I emptied out the dishwasher, so I think this is all of our Tupperware. We did go through it before moving because we had a lot, and we still probably have some that we could get rid of, but I feel like this is good for now. I was able to fit the reusable bags back here, and I actually think it looks so much better with them standing up. And then the lids standing up, which is kind of something I learned at work. Like, not leaving the lids on your Tupperware. A lot of times it needs to still like dry from the dishwasher, whatever, and they just store better. Like, maybe it doesn't look as nice, but they store better lined up, especially if you have something like a drawer divider. So I'm actually loving how that turned out. This just looks so much better and is a great example of how much the dividers can really do for like a big cluttered drawer. So the only other drawer is this one. This has our giant bowls that they were stored in the pantry at our last house, and then some appliances that honestly just like laid back there. And it's honestly like those appliances are creating their own drawer divider. So I'm not gonna use one in this drawer. I don't think it needs it. When we were organizing our drawers, this is kind of just what worked here. So I feel like this one's fine. And that is all of the drawers, you guys. I just fed the doggies their treat, and now I'm posted up. This is a crazy angle. Yes, I've been reading the same book since like March. Please, just better than not reading at all, hey? I'm almost done with my book. I'm gonna read, have a little Chex Mix snack out here. I'm in the recliner in the shady part of the yard, and it's 101 degrees. But it doesn't feel like it with the fan on me and in the shade, so it's bearable. And me and the doggies, well, they can go back in if they want to. The door's open, but we're just having a little outdoor moment in the shade. Our yard gets a ton of shade, which is really nice. Like, you can tell the last sliver is about to be gone for the day, and it's like, what time is it? 3:53. So by like 4:30, we just have shade, which is very nice in the summer. And me and the doggies appreciate it. Well, it's been over 100 degrees. Good morning. I am laying in bed with my cute weenies. And whoa. You look funny, Cholula. I just edited in bed for like, maybe like 45 minutes. I want to edit more, but I need to get up. I don't typically work from bed anymore these days, although I was kind of feeling it this morning, so I was just still feeling a little lazy. But we got to get up and feed these dogs, put some clothes on, and have ourselves a day. So much more obsessed with the camera than you used to be. You're less camera shy now. Good morning, guys. It's Thursday. Yesterday I did stop vlogging. I think I stopped like after I did the drawers or something. I feel like I just do that. Like I'll vlog in the morning and afternoon, and then by the time it's like dinner, I'm like, I just stop. But I feel like that's kind of just how I vlog. But I put away the laundry, which you guys have seen me do a million times. So we did that. Jared and I went and got pizza for dinner, and then I took a bath. We took the dogs on a late night walk as we have been doing. And I feel like I did something else that I wanted to tell you, but maybe not. I have not started packing yet, but that's okay. I definitely think I'll start today. I'm the type of person that like, even if I know I can do it in like an hour or two the night before the trip, something about at least having my suitcase like out and open for me to at least start throwing a few things in like a couple of days before, it just makes me feel like so much better. But I am gonna sit and edit those clips that I filmed from yesterday just because I want to get ahead of my editing, because I am gonna have this vlog go up sometime next week when we're out of town, and I don't want to have to bring my laptop on the trip. That's my goal. I just don't want to even have to like think about work stuff. I really want to be in the moment. I will be vlogging a bit on our trip. I don't necessarily think I'm gonna vlog like every single day, you know what I mean? We're gonna be out of town for like 8 full days, so it's gonna be quite a while, but I definitely want to film. I'm only gonna bring my phone because I have to pack so light for this trip that bringing the camera, my camera is massive, so it'll just be on my phone. But I don't think it'll be a whole vlog in itself, but I feel like I'll definitely include a good amount of footage from like the highlights of the trip, because I've never been to either of these places, Banff or Jasper, so I really do want to like document that. So I am gonna film a little bit on my phone. I was getting some questions about that, like, are you gonna vlog your trip? I hope you're going to. So I am going to, but I don't know how much footage it will end up being. Maybe it'll be like 15 or 20 or 30 minutes of footage that I'll put into probably my next vlog after this. That's kind of my plan, so we'll see. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I just want to make sure I have some time today and tomorrow spread out to edit, because sometimes it can take me longer than I think it's going to. So I just want to like get ahead of that. I haven't heard anything about my car. It's been in the shop for over 24 hours now, so I was a little surprised I didn't hear anything yesterday, but they told me once they did the test and like figured out what was going on with it, they'd contact me, and I know they have my phone number, right? So I'm not too worried about it, because they told me that I could keep it there while we're out of town if they had to work on it, and that wouldn't be an issue. So that is fine. Hopefully I'll hear something today about what's going on with it. I am gonna get my nails done in a few hours. That's kind of like one of the only things I'm doing today. I've been not really going out and doing errands and leaving the house since my car broke down, because obviously I haven't been driving. So luckily Jared has let me take his car for a couple like quick errands that I've needed to do, just like running to the post office. But today we are going to get our nails done together, which I'm excited about, in a few hours. And then I am gonna go to the grocery store because Jared's little brother is gonna stay here and watch the dogs. And we wanna get him some groceries and some snacks for while he's here. I wanna like put out on the counter a bunch of snacks and like easy dinners for him, because he literally is going to be staying here for like 8 days, so that's quite a while. So I want him to of course have food. So Jared and I agreed we would get some groceries. We asked him what he liked. So and I am going to pick up a few things for us, just because I would like to have a few things when we get back into town. So we are going to do a little grocery shop and haul after we get our nails done later. And other than that, I just want to start on my packing and do a couple little things around the house today. But first, let's get some editing done. I made myself a smoothie. I'm eating leftover pizza for breakfast/lunch, but I figured since I made myself a healthy smoothie that it was okay. But I don't know, I just took it out from the fridge and I was like, this looks so good. And I already ate a piece and I think I might have another one, so Sue me. Getting crazy today, y'all. Normally I was wearing a fluffy robe when it's gonna be over 100 degrees because I got freezing because I drank this ice cold smoothie. I always get so cold when I'm drinking my smoothies. I put on this cozy robe, but I am done editing the vlog up to this point. It's already, I'm not surprised, over 30 minutes from one day's footage. Probably should get dressed, but I think I'm just gonna wear this robe. I have all these little baggies out. I don't know if you guys could tell, because I'm gonna divide the dog food because we make their dog food. It's like wet food, and we just have it in a giant Tupperware. And like I said, Jared's little brother is gonna be watching them, and I don't want him to be confused about how much to feed them because Squirtle eats a little more than Cholula. So we're gonna leave him instructions and everything. Every time they eat, which is twice a day, they'll have their little portion in a little bag, and that is what we've done in the past with their wet food. It's super easy, you can't get it wrong. I just can't get over. Okay, I just watered about 20 plants before we are heading out of town because I thought it would be good to do it today, Thursday. I can let them drain out overnight. I mean, they won't need that long, but just let them all drain in the tub that we haven't been using. I will clean this tomorrow and put all the plants away, and they should all be good until we get back. There's 13 in here, you guys. Oh my God, 13 plants in here. One of them had to be watered in the sink, and then the other, what, 5 or 6 were big plants that I have to wrap a towel around to water them so they can drain in the kitchen and like living room and dining room. So I'm glad I got that done. That actually took me a really long time, like probably around 45 minutes to do that. So I'm glad I did that. I am going to change into something a little more cute. I'm going to try to do my hair and get a little bit more presentable for my nail appointment and just to run those couple errands that I was talking about. Okay guys, this is the only place I can show you my outfits currently because we don't have a full-length mirror in the house, and I honestly don't know if we're gonna have a room to put one, but that's a conversation for another day. But I'm casual, but I got dressed and I feel cute. Both of these pieces are actually from Madewell. I've been wearing so much stuff from Madewell lately and loving it. I loosely waved my hair, and I just have on some white, also Madewell tennis shoes. So Jared is letting me use his car to go to my nail appointment, which is super sweet. And then we're gonna go to Winco, like I said. So let's do it. Here are the after nails. I got the chrome, the pearl chrome again, but I just got baby blue, and guys, I am obsessed with these. I hope it picks up on camera, but they are so pretty. I loved this chrome so much that I decided to get it again in another color. I feel like that's a better shot of them. I got them a little shorter, and now we are all ready for the next trip in the next couple weeks. All right, nails are done, feeling good. Now let's go to Winco. I'm probably gonna get a few more things than I thought I was going to, because honestly I was looking at my grocery list and I was like, dang, we need a lot. I don't really feel like getting it all right now because, like I said, I know I'll have to shop when I get back. Don't park right here. I know I'll have to shop when I get back for like produce and stuff. I'm not gonna get that stuff, but I am gonna get a few things that I've been meaning to get at Winco. Okay guys, it's Friday. I'm sitting on the floor in the messy guest room, which is where I've been packing my suitcase. Today was all over the place because Jared and I are sharing a car currently. I did find out that my car Needs its serpentine belt replaced. Hopefully not the alternator, which would have been more expensive. This is still expensive, but they're gonna put that on. They think that is the issue, and then they're gonna test it again. So I'm really hoping that that's the only thing, because it's already an expensive fix. But yeah, they won't be able to do that till next week. So I've been without a car for like over a week now. So I was using Jared's yesterday. Today I had a couple appointments and errands and grocery pickup to make dog food before we go out of town. I just always feel like even if I start prepping like to go out of town literally like 2 weeks in advance, I still have so much to do the day before. So I'm just kind of in that energy right now. So I'm not trying to be like not vlogging, but it's just been a very busy day. I dropped Jared off at work and picked him up and did like 6 errands, and then I've been packing and trying to get the house ready and the dogs ready and their food prepped and ready. Yeah, I'm hoping we'll be able to fly out tomorrow. I just found this out because Delta texted me. I wasn't even like on social media or anything today, but apparently today, which is Friday, July 19th, there was some global IT outage which literally affected things all around the world, from flights to businesses to the borders, I guess. I don't really understand all that happened. I haven't looked into it too much, but a lot of Delta's flights, which that's where we're flying tomorrow, a lot of Delta's flights were canceled today. So I am just hoping for the best for tomorrow. I don't want to like say anything, because when this video goes up, we'll hopefully have this all figured out. So I guess I don't want to like think too much, worry too much in the future, but hopefully we can get to Seattle tomorrow, because we need to get to Seattle to get to our other flight on Sunday to Canada. So hopefully everything works itself out in the next few days. But of course, with travel and flights, there's just stuff that's always out of your control and out of your hands. So I'm just going to do my best, which is so hard for me, as I really have realized that I am kind of a control freak on a lot of levels. It's very hard for me to let that stuff be completely out of my hands, but it is what it is. So we are just still acting as if the flight is going to take off tomorrow, because we haven't heard anything else other than, hey, your flight might be affected. You can check up-to-date information here. So sorry to end this vlog off on kind of a note, but hopefully the next vlog will have a good amount of footage from our trip, and hopefully everything goes good. I am gonna end this vlog off because I still have so much to do. I did finish most of my packing, and I'm feeling pretty good about fitting my stuff into this suitcase. I just tried to be very, very limiting, and I'm wearing some of my like bulkier shoes, and I'm gonna bring like a jacket and like possibly a hat on the plane ride, so I don't have to put that stuff in my little carry-on. So hopefully all is well, and I just gotta think positive, and it's not the end of the world no matter what happens. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this vlog. Definitely got a little bit chaotic towards the end. I didn't end up doing a grocery haul last night. I was so hungry when I got home, and Jared and I just needed to like eat dinner, and then he put away the groceries, and I was just like, yeah, it's not the end of the world that I don't show them a grocery haul one time. So sorry I said I was going to and I didn't, but it's always just like I said, life is busy before you go out of town for 8 days. Like I've realized that with having 2 pets, having a pet sitter coming, and having a house, there's like a lot to do before you go out of town, and we haven't left town for this long in quite a while. Like I don't know if Jared and I have ever actually been on a trip for longer than like 6 days together, so this is just a lot of prep. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Sorry for my ramble here at the end, but I just kind of wanted to update you on what's going on. But I'm gonna go edit the rest of this vlog and finish up my packing. Yeah, you guys can always check out my Patreon if you want to see all of my content and videos that are not posted on YouTube, and listen to my mini podcast that is over there. I'll have it linked on the screen for you guys, and it's always the first link in the description box. I feel like I also talked about some stuff in this video that I wanted to link down below, so whatever I talked about I have linked down below. Trust me, I always put my links. If I ever forget something that I say I'm gonna link, definitely let me know. But so the description box will have links to stuff I talked about in this video, and I will see you guys so soon in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Every time we talk, I gotta walk away.